Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrew. Today we're going to go over CompTIA Cloud Essentials Plus and how I was able to get that studying done, knock it out in 2 weeks, and add this certification to the resume. So as always, please like, subscribe, comment if any of these videos are helping you out, and kind of give you any tips and tricks to get this next certification under your belt. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So Cloud Essentials, I would say, is a both IT and non-technical professional certification that's going to get you ready for probably your next step going into the either Cloud Plus or going into AWS or Microsoft Cloud Services, which once again those are the predominant ones you'd like to see. Stay tuned, those videos are soon to come. So why go for Cloud Essentials? So I think this is a great certification to slowly get your feet wet, get some terminology under your belt, and understand some of the baselines of what's needed when it comes to moving data with your business over to a cloud environment. So let's go ahead and get started and slowly start moving through some of the basic overalls and kind of needed information of what's going to bring this certification to a great value on your organization. So we're going over data-driven cloud recommendations, impact on working in the cloud, and then utilizing skills and evaluating business case, use case per every situation, case-by-case basis. You're going to have about, I think, 4 domains you're really going to kind of hit and emphasize in when it comes to the certification. Some under basic security, understanding what's going to be needed when it comes to that company or that data being moved, security concerns of why that's important and why that matters, and then understanding new technology concepts or solutions that are going to benefit your organization. So moving down the line are the skills you're going to learn, just what we were talking about: cloud concepts, management, technical operations, business principles of cloud environments, and then obviously your audit portion of the government risk, compliance, and security for the cloud. This is a huge one for a lot of companies. It's going to be a lot of compliance-based questions. And hey, is this best case, or what's going to be the safest way that if this is done, how is this going to impact that company, and how are we going to maintain compliance for our data that goes into the cloud? Such as regulatory concerns or international standards as well, depending on the type of business you're working with. Is it all based off here in the US? Is there anything over in the UK, Australia, and so forth? Jobs you land with CompTIA Cloud Essentials. Don't know if I agree with the business development manager. I see a mix of probably some business data analytics when it comes to the how-to of why this would happen, or maybe a project manager role. Probably mix this with like a Project Plus or like PMP or Sigma 6. But business development manager, possibly, but I would say that it's more or less still going into a good amount of organizations that are looking into the security reasons of cloud moving things over rather than like the developmental business. I'd probably say like a project manager would probably be a better lines of it. So exam details. Hey, what's the exam look like? How long do I have? What's it going to consist of? It's going to be 75 questions, all multiple choice, A, B, C, D. Length is 60 minutes. I completed my certification roughly in about probably 40 to 35. Passing score 720 out of 900. Recommended experience they're saying is 6 months to a year. I would say you could probably waive that to almost like 0 to 6 months. With the training I'm going to give you or tell you kind of emphasize and look into, it's really going to emphasize the basics and get you more of the terminology, which will get you through the certification with everything you need and that exposure to the cloud technologies. There's no practicals or anything you'll need to do. You're not building out any kind of like servers or like doing any kind of migrations with data. It's all just knowledge based on an ABC multiple choice platform. Prices are going to vary. Like I mentioned before in some of my videos, if you are a student or attending college, if you go to CompTIA's student page, you do get a student discount. That will, I think this certificate roughly runs around like in the 130s, 120s. That can kick your training voucher down to about $85, $89 for the test. So now, big thing, hey, Andy, how did you prep for this? What were you doing to train? How much of the cloud do you really understand and know to where you took this one shot and then passed? So multiple different places you can get training material and understanding for it. My number one favorite place to go to is Udemy, and Dion Learning does excellent Jason Dion, or Dion Learning, but does excellent training videos, which I really enjoy going through and kind of understanding. So I picked up both these 2 top ones. So your CompTIA Cloud Essentials complete course exam. So it came with the course and the exam. and your CompTIA Essentials Cloud Practice Exams, which is 6 exams. Now, there's going to be 2 ways I want you guys to do this. First off, if you're brand new to IT, you don't really understand Cloud Essentials, you don't know what the cloud is, you don't know how or why that would impact a company, I would recommend you going for the top one here for the complete course and exam. It's going to walk you through all your domains. It's going to kind of give you a good understanding of the concepts and the questions of why these are being asked, why these things are important. Now, for my well-seasoned cloud IT business analysts that, or you know what, my work told me I have to get a certification this year. I'm kind of looking for an easy win, but I understand a lot of the material. I would still recommend this bottom one, your Cloud Essentials Practice Exams. It gives you 6 exams to go through with as many attempts as you want. And I was scoring roughly in the 75, 85 percentile range. And that's one thing that I went into. Once I hit that 80% range, I felt pretty confident. I wanted to go ahead and take my test, and I hit the schedule button. The questions are very much short answered, maybe 3 to 4 sentences, a little short paragraph, and then like a 1 or 2 word phrase or answer for how that question is going to be. But very straightforward, nothing that's going to, it's not stump the chump, anything like that at all. So IT and security is also going to be another great one I'm going to throw up on the screen for your phone applications of how you can study on your phone, laying in bed, taking a break, going on a walk, hitting the gym, hitting the treadmill, and then doing that app. I probably hit in total every day about 35 to 60 questions. As always, when you're going through this training, when you're in a weak domain, make sure you then preference and do your research into that domain to kind of better up. As I started taking my practice tests and kind of doing the training on my phone, I saw the domains I was strong in, and then I would specifically target the ones I was weak in to obviously get a better average to understand the information. So, hey, everyone, thank you so much for sticking around. Those are all my tips and tricks that got me through this certification in 2 weeks. Once again, as always, IT on a budget, look for these certifications and these training platforms off Udemy, and look when they go on sale and then snag these. I'd say anything under $25 is a steal usually. When I grabbed both of these, I think they're roughly around $10 each. So you're now looking at about $90 for the course and exam, and then about $65 right now for the practice exams. Still definitely worth the grab if you want them to understand the concepts and get this under the belt. But yeah, 100% recommend. Check these out. And hey, thanks for sticking around. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and please stay tuned for some more follow-ups on tips and tricks and some other certifications. Have a good rest of the day.